Welcome to another episode of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, Season 5, Episode 12, Last Tango with Paris. This episode gets crazy. Paris throws a drink on Kimberly. Brooks gets all the tea from Akbar and Apple. She gets her father all about her business. Stay tuned for all that and more.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
I had no daddy around when I was growing up.
Hey.
That's why I'm wild and I don't give a fuck.
Clearly.
Because these shits that I'll give it don't let my kids
Seriously.
yeah. I had no daddy around when I was growing
We
up.
know. What was
That's why I'm
Like, how do you do this? Was it like Wayward Children?
I think it was like in middle school when this song came out. So I'm like,
I don't
this wasn't
know.
a good message for
No, it was never a
eighth
good
grade
message.
Kayla.
Nope.
Like,
She
no.
clearly hasn't learned. We might need her to get to therapy with, what's her name?
Apple Watts?
Apple and
Yeah.
her daddy. Maybe she should take notes from that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But let's get right into it. Your overall thoughts of this episode, guys. What do you think is happening here?
I honestly, my eyes hurt from rolling so much because I'm just so tired of all the mess and just the ridiculousness on this episode, this show. Teairra, oh my gosh. I can't with Teairra. I really can't.
I'm thinking the same damn thing. First of all, I'm like, my head is still spinning from all the nonsense, the drama, and then like just much like DJ, my eyes, like I didn't rolled my eyes I think 100 times throughout the whole episode. It's just a bunch of like crock now. I'm like, no, throw the whole episode away, throw the whole season away.
I'm over
Teairra, I'm over you.
You
And
know
Brooke,
what?
I'm over her too.
You know what? I'm not even surprised at Teairra. I kind of felt this was
Are you
coming.
not? No, I'm
No,
just kidding.
I'm just saying I felt it. It was like it's not a surprise to me. You feel
same.
me?
Yeah.
So Brooke, though, on the other hand, I'm just not. I'm
Another
just,
eye roller.
Yeah, I'm just done with her. She meets up with Akbar towards the end of the episode, and she gets the tea. So we find out on the London trip that keeps going. Never.
Like the Energizer
why are we
Bunny.
still? This is the third episode there in London. First of all, the city is boring.
Yeah.
Like they went to see the bridge. They
And then
went
they're
on
not
Keats-
doing anything though. Like
They did a photo shoot. It
Just
was
taking
very
selfies.
lackluster. I don't.
Yeah.
Even, I have no desire to go to London right now. I have none. Zero.
It was real like a girls trip. Just kind of, hey, let's go together and
Take
Where are the
pretend like
cute
we're
guys?
doing, yeah.
I mean,
Pretend like we're doing something. in
shopping.
London.
Girls trip that doesn't equate.
It was too many females for one. I think that was the issue. Like it was like Bad Girls Club goes to London. Like it was too much. You had different dramas going on here, interviews there, performances here. It was too much now.
Yeah, I'm over it.
Me too.
Definitely agree.
It was definitely boring. I mean, what do you think a better city would be to go on a trip? Because they could have went to Miami. And
They could have
had-
went to Atlanta.
Like seriously,
I don't know. Maybe do like a crossover thing. You know what I mean? They had like a showcase or whatever in Atlanta, and then kind of meet
Ooh,
up
that
with
would
like
be fun.
Karlie or something. You know what I mean?
Having
Like
Tommy and Joseline and all those people. Well, Joseline's not coming back, but
it would have been like Karlie, Tommy, maybe Mimi or something. You know what I mean? And then kind of
Mimi
like.
don't talk no more.
That would be
That's
like
true.
messy overload.
Where's
Well, you never know because
Stevie J?
Mimi, you know, she's like a lesbian now, so her and Moniece could have been kicking it with Ty and AD. So it's like
Ooh.
I think
it could have been a cool little crossover. But
Yeah, I think that would be the next move.
Do you think they'd be each other's
versus-
type though?
No, they're just gonna hang
Oh
out.
no, yeah, that's like a little double date. DJ. I was like, wait, where's this going?
Oh, I thought you were talking about them together. I'm just like, We're like, oh, what are
like
their
a little
boos gonna say
hangout.
about this? Like, uh-oh.
Like a little hangout, a little meetup. But they'd get along because, like, you know, they're like lesbian couples, like versus, you know, like the straight couple.
Yeah, that's funny. So they're still in London. Hopefully they make it home soon. So back over here on this side,
Across the pond.
across the pond, Apple Watts. She decides to go meet her dad in church. She doesn't have many church clothes because she, you know, never really clothed.
That
she made
Gucci
it.
outfit was looking nice, though.
She
I'm
made
like,
it, and she's covered up.
Mhm.
The dad is there, and he's trying to read her Bible verses. I don't know, guys. What do you think about this? Like
I just felt
his
that was-
conversation with her.
I mean, the conversation was interesting, but I just found it more weird that they were at a church having this conversation. Did you guys find that a little awkward?
it felt a little weird, but I was like, I didn't know if they were trying to, you know, like rid her of her sin. I don't know, like
it's
putting
like-
her in a
I don't
church.
necessarily
People
think
trying
it
to
was
pray.
that. I think it was more like he's trying to find comfortable environments for them to meet up. Like you go to lunch a few times. Like, where can you really like hang out with your dad that you don't know?
I was about to say, I think they've tried the little, the little Starbucks here, the little cafe there. Now there's like now it's church. Now it's church. No, but first of all, we need to break down that whole entire scene though, because did you guys see the extras in the back? Why'd they just look so serious? Like they were all like,
because they didn't want to be there.
Like
that's why I found it so awkward. It was just like
it was an awkward moment.
Staged, like
it did.
It was very staged.
I mean, if you're about to have like, come on, guys, in real life, like, would you go to a church to have a full on conversation and like with your?
Where was the pastor?
That's what people are trying to pray. Like they're not trying to eavesdrop on your conversation. Like, don't you guys find
it was before Bible study started? I guess.
I thought it was like a Catholic confessional. Like it was so quiet. I was like, what's going on?
It was
like
Bible study.
My church, you would have had the choir in the back. Like, hey, you wouldn't have got no conversation. Trust me, me and my dad are not having conversations at church. No, it's not that type of setting.
It had to be before service because nothing was going on, and it wasn't even packed.
It wasn't. It was like 2-3 people around them, and I was like, "Where everybody at?" Okay, I give them the benefit of the doubt. They got there early.
How much they paying them?
You can pay me $100 an hour to sit in the church to look serious with my little blazer on.
Rebuke that in the name of Jesus. You don't have to pay me to go to church, guys. Okay, I'll be there. Bells and whistles on.
Early.
Do you feel like her dad finding out that she was about to sign with Sean Love, and then wanting to review the contract? Do you think that was kind of weird that he was requesting that information, or do you feel like he really wants to have her back and see her do well?
I felt like he definitely had good intentions, though. I think it's like he's trying to look out for his daughter. I mean, I feel like he's trying so hard, though, to make up for not being there. So I feel like it's coming off a little too much. But what can you do? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No worries. I'm kind of like the same thing. It is. I'm like on the little fence a little bit because it's like it seemed genuine. I was like, oh, maybe he's like a concerned dad because you never know. Like a bunch of us, we have signed contracts or negotiations or whatever that we're like, oh dang, I should have read through that or whatever. I didn't catch that. You know what I mean? So he may have had that eye for it, but at the same time, going to see how his actions were later in the episode, it was just kind of like, I
don't think so, just because,
red flag.
First of all, you're not a lawyer. So even if you did have good intentions, why not try to refer me to a lawyer or say, hey, I got $500 on a lawyer. You have the other half. We can get someone to review this, because what makes you think that you're qualified as a lawyer to review my contract? I don't know.
I would have been like, how about you just get me a lawyer and then both of us will sit down and look as like a third party. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Give me a lawyer, maybe pay for it or maybe help me pay for it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just wasn't feeling it from the jump. So I kind of could see. We'll get into it. Well, we might as well get into it right now.
We might as well jump into it because I'm like bubbling already. Because that whole thing, I just want to throw the whole coffee cup that we have on this table at the dad. Because no, the dad is just beyond to the left. No.
So he's definitely beyond to the left because he reached out to Sean Love without Apple's knowledge.
Strike one.
That's strike one. And then when he gets there, he's asking all these questions like, what are your qualifications? What are the dad's qualifications, first and foremost?
Yes.
Where did you come from? What kind of business background do you have? I don't know.
Preach.
And then the icing on the cake. He says at the end of the argument that he doesn't even know if this is his daughter. So
flip the whole table. What are you doing here?
First of all, why haven't you taken a DNA test if you have any sort of doubt?
Both of them, like
right, like Sean
Love
said, it's a simple swab of the cheek, and
that threw me for a loop.
Right there.
I was like,
Apple too. Like, how are y'all putting in this much energy, not knowing, just going in there blind? What?
I think they know because it's like the timelines. We don't know about her mom all the way. We know her mom was on drugs and things of that nature, but I think for him to even take her on as, this conversation being like, oh, you may be my daughter, he knows that he slept with her mother. So I feel like he kind of knows. You know what I mean? Like,
you never know. Because have y'all seen that episode of Martin where the little boy came up and he was like, I'm your biggest fan? See, it was like one of those. Martin knew he slept with the mom, but at the same time, that wasn't his kid, though.
That happened to Prince, too. Because when Prince died, a whole bunch of people was like, that was my daddy.
Yeah, so I'm like, Papa's a Rolling Stone out here, clearly. But it's just like, you need to do some type of DNA test. No. And then it's like, how, out of all of that, if that ain't your kid, why are you so concerned? What? Like now you just looking like a con artist out here looking for like some clout chasing now.
So Sean said, okay, you very concerned about what's going on. What money are you going to put in? Because I'm investing. He's like, oh, what you asking for money? You not qualified? Like, you're not even qualified to have this meeting because you don't even know what you're talking about. You don't even know if she's qualified. You don't know anything.
That
either.
whole meeting was just like a
Why?
waste of time.
Why?
Like she's
Why?
just like she needs her teeth done, her nails done, her hair done. He was like, "What that got to do with me? What are you here for, sir? What
First
are we
of all,
doing?"
you didn't take care of her throughout her childhood, so you can't like not necessarily even invest, but just support.
Yeah, I would have been so pissed. I would have been like, "This meeting is adjourned."
I'm pretty sure when
like...
Apple sees this, even if she has been growing with her dad and building with him, she's gonna.
That's what I'm saying, y'all. This reunion is gonna be a reunion of a lifetime. Between the whole like safari stuff, the whole Brooke situations, like Apple and her dad, like it's a lot of, and even these confessionals, Rockstar, like he gonna get in trouble at this reunion. Like it's a lot. I'm waiting for this reunion. It better be like a part 3 reunion because I just know they are not gonna be able to cover all of that in like 1 or 2 episodes.
There's gonna be like a physical fight from every corner.
Like every episode, they're gonna be like, cut the cameras. Like
yeah, basically, I mean, it's so many people on the show that you don't even notice that they're gone sometimes. Like Jay Will.
Speaking of.
Right? I'm like, I didn't even miss Jay Will. And he shows up again. And I'm like, and then you're Candy. Now you want to throw the wig on. Like, I like your colorful wig because, you know, I like color. Like, I might need to not borrow it, but get one like it. Because I think braids.
His little lemonade braids, his little orange lemonade braids to the
orange
side.
is my color, but some kind of color, like, but the
to be honest,
style.
after just Britney last season, I'm not feeling the orange. Remember, she was just looking too like
clownish.
Beetlejuice. Yeah, it was too much for her. It was too much, and it's like that same type of orange too. It's like real bright. But that whole J Will thing, I don't know why VH1 and Love and Hip Hop is trying to throw him on us or force him on us, but I'm not here for it, to be honest. It's just like too much. It's just like I just feel like he's confused. You know what I mean?
I'm confused.
That's what I am
like,
too. I just don't.
You came out as Candy. You blew up as Candy. You have all these followers. Now you want to switch it to J Will.
Yeah.
When did you become confused, or when did you decide that being a woman was your alter ego and this is how you want to be accepted? And then when did you decide that, no, I need to be J Will? And then his voice changes so quickly.
I know, it's so irritating.
Oh my
It
God.
switches in one sentence. I'm like, that's literally how I get when I'm listening to him. I'm like, what?
It was like The Mask, like The Exorcist. It's like one moment the head spins, it's Candy, spins back, it's J Will. Like
I can't.
I swear, I'm like, I don't know what's worse, his performing or the between. I don't know. First of all, Mr. Ray needs to come back because he needs to clarify how that situation went down.
Back,
because it was just like, hey, you know what? Like, you know, Gum is Candy. We appreciate you, you know, your identity crisis, whatever, but we love Candy. Candy gets the coins. Do that. He's like, all right, okay, give me another chance. You come to the Pride thing, what? Oh, Mr. Ray doesn't allow people to be who they are. And I was just like, what? Like, what? I'm confused.
I kind of felt it, though, because it's like when he got into it with Brittany on the previous episode, he was just like, you know, I'm over this. They don't want me for me, so I'm not doing it. And she's like, take that little gig. I'm headed to London. I think he thought about it after the fact and was like, you know what? I'm gonna cause a ruckus. I'm gonna do something that is going to shut this thing down because they don't want me for me, yet people only know you from Candy. Like, why would you be mad at that?
No lie, to be honest, when he came on stage, I thought he was going to come out as J Will. Like, did you guys see? Like, I thought he was going to flip out and be like, and then start rapping. I was like, oh, where's this going to go? But then he did the whole performance as Candy and then just decided to throw Ray under the bus. But it was
I think
just like,
Ray is pretty professional because he was like, no, we're not going to do this in front of everybody. Come talk to me on the side. So I think Ray handled that very well. I didn't like how Ray handled the first meeting that they had when he came to the office. And was like telling him everything, and then they started talking about LaBrittany. Now I know LaBrittany canceled without being professional herself. Yeah. She just left and went to London. But the whole fishy comment, I don't don't like that. Like
I don't either. It's like they sounded like gossiping women, to be honest. It was just kind of like, I kind of know that's the the lane that Jay Will's trying to go down. But it's like at the same time, don't try to throw us under the bus because 2-3 episodes ago, you and LaBrittany was best friends, kikiing and stuff. So now all of a sudden she smelled like fish, and you know what I mean. It's just like typical guy stuff that they throw out there about women, and it was just like it was super classless. It was like okay, and then he's just like, oh, I thought you threw extra penis in the liquor or whatever, and so I'm just like, can we throw him away? Like throw him out now.
And then he even said something about Mr. Ray slick in the confessional. He was like, those messy eyebrows. I'm like,
you got a lot to say.
Exactly. That's the type of person you don't want to even get close to, be friends with, because as soon as something doesn't go their way, they're going to be talking crap about you.
He's another one that I want to see for the reunion, what everybody's going to say about him.
I feel like he's trying that messiness, but it's just not working for him because nobody cares, or, like, it's just, he's not bonding with anybody.
I just think he's just like completely in an identity crisis. Like both of his identities are not working for him, so he's trying to figure out where else can he go.
He's trying to project that onto others and just talk crap about them, and hopefully that's gonna get him.
He
more
burning
camera
bridges
time.
more than he doing anything else.
I think so. Yeah, he's definitely not gonna be next. That's my prediction. I'll say that later.
And his music, his music ain't even all the way there either. So I'm just like,
that music is trash.
It's just like you got strike 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, bye.
Too many strikes to count.
So everybody just striking out. Like, what type of baseball team? Love and Hip Hop baseball team? No, everybody just got striking out. Boop, boop. Nope. No team. There's like 4 people left.
So before the ladies left London, they got drunk one night before. Paris especially, she's super wasted. She bangs on Moniece's door like, call Kim Michelle, call her right now. I ain't still nothing. And Moniece is like, what?
And this is all heirceay too, because we didn't see that scene. So it was just kind of like,
well, they said Moniece hasn't been going out with them.
Yeah.
So they were kind of happy that she went out the other time. And so we don't know it happened, but I guess it happened. But then TT and Moniece, they get into it, and so TT is basically blaming Moniece for spreading stories about her. But however, TT's name been in these streets, like from Ray J. So I don't know what the problem is there. Like, they haven't been friends. I don't see where Moniece has been talking crap about her. I feel like she just distanced herself from her. So I feel like even in that moment when she was like, we're just gonna take a step back, Moniece was like, okay, cool. Like, that made TT more enraged then, you know what I mean? So I don't know.
I'm really proud of Moniece though. I really feel, especially
You
like
see
this
growth.
season, I see
Definitely.
growth. I feel like I'm kind of like on her team. I'm like Team Moniece this season, which is first for me to say.
I am too. Absolutely.
But like because in this situation, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like Moniece is not in the wrong at all.
At all.
I really feel now, seeing and getting more receipts and everything, because I was confused. Something wasn't sitting right with that whole sex tape scandal and everything. So I feel like in this situation, I feel like Teairra is looking for people to blame and just kind of like play the victim in every situation, in every like relationship. And it's just almost pathetic. And it just doesn't make any sense. Like, if you're going to look for somebody to blame, like, don't blame Moniece. Moniece is like, shouldn't even be part of any blame.
Hey, Michelle is not even to blame, to be honest with you.
Girl, take a part of Michael Jackson and it starts with the man in the mirror. Like, cause
How can you get
But at
mad
the same
at a
time-
random woman who doesn't even know you? She might have seen you on TV on Love and Hip Hop, but K Michelle don't know you. So
But at the same time, literally hearing her, like, you can just hear the pain in her voice when she was just kind of like yelling and talking at Moniece. But all I could think about was like, she's just hurt.
take it out on
Like, you know what I mean? I'm
Take it
like,
out
but
on
at the end
him.
of the day, like, she's just hurt. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like she thinks her friends have betrayed her. You got the whole Nikki and Paris not showing up. Then it was like Moniece did, but at the same time, they're still talking about her behind her back. Then she got Akbar, everybody else asking her questions. But at the same time, I was like, kind of thinking too, like, where are her parents in this whole situation? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Her
where's her
daddy
mom
wasn't
and dad?
around when she was
okay,
growing
look, I guess
up,
so.
okay?
But like her mom, like, you know what I mean? We don't know any situation about her mom, but it's like she needs like a mentor. Like Mona Scott or somebody needs to step up, because it's like clearly she's like a lost puppy. Like, she's just lost. She's crying in the dark. You know what I mean? She's just like confused. Like, she just don't know what's going
not
on.
gonna step up. This is her cash cow. These drama stories bring her money, so I don't think she's gonna step in there. Like, I think they did a season ago when they did the rehab. Like, they stepped in.
I was about to say that's why I think she's so hurt, because it's just been a collective of stuff. It's like, yeah, it's been the intervention. It's like she was like, oh, talking about Cisco, like, you know, and she's bringing up past stuff that had happened 2-3 seasons ago, like not even episodes, like seasons ago. So it's like, girl, you're harboring some feelings. Like, she's just hurt. She need like Iyanla. That would actually be a good episode for her to be on Iyanla.
Single therapy, not necessarily family with her family. She needs to figure out what.
I'm telling you, look, Iyanla need to come fix her life.
Yeah, fix it. Fix it. I don't know. This is crazy. But so back to Apple Watts and her dad. He said he was reaching out to her for 6 years. That's confusing to me.
Whose timeline is that? Because it's
He
like,
said
was
that
that
Apple
his
the one
or
reaching out to him?
No, remember when he got into it with Sean Love? He was like, I have been reaching out for 6 years. Because she's like, why aren't you helping? So I'm confused.
But see, I don't know, because Apple has always been kind of standoffish, but it's like we don't really know how much her dad's reached out and how much he hasn't. I don't know how to think about that one.
I don't know either. I just feel like if he's in the picture now, he's definitely an opportunist because these cameras are around. Because it's like, if you've been reaching out to her for 6 years, how is it now that you guys have been able to come on a common ground and have a conversation? So the only thing I can think of is that Apple Watts needed her storyline, and so she was like, you know what, let me just reach out to my dad and see if this can be like some kind of storyline. And when he found out about the cameras, that's when he started calling her so much, because remember, she was like, he keep calling me, he keep texting me, like, this is weird. So I think that's what it is, because he's like, I got 4 other daughters, they're college educated, they're good. And then he hears, oh, I'm about to go to jail for 30 days, do this DUI.
He wasn't even offering to pay for that. Like, how much you got to pay, or like, is there any court fees, whatever? Like, what do we need to do to get you to not go to jail? He ain't offered to. Bye, Dad.
Was it the fact that she had to pay, or was the fact that she didn't go to court for those 3 days? Because she initially had 3 days.
Yeah, she did not go to court for that. So it turned out, since she didn't go to court, it turned out to be the 30 days.
Apple's not making the best decisions.
No, she's not.
Apple needs a mentor as well. But
She do.
Sean Love is trying to be that, and she's pushing her away somewhat. But one thing that Sean did mention is that Apple actually signed with her. Because remember,
we didn't know that either, because it was just like, oh,
right.
So she was thinking about it, so it must have been like that day she just left and signed, or what?
Or do you think she made it up?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, because when Apple and her dad met, she was like, I'm thinking about signing. And then Sean Love, you know, she a street lady, so she know how to play the game. Like, oh, she's already signing me, so you're behind, sir.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, next.
She sees through the BS. That's one thing I can say about Sean Love, and you need a manager like that. And the manager has money, so I really don't see a problem with Sean Love. To be honest with you.
She's just a little street. She just need to be a tad more professional, because like, if that was my dad, and you know what I mean, if he was concerned, I kind of wouldn't respect her like talking to my dad like that. At the end of the day, I'd be like, that was a little much, on both ends, you know what I mean? Like, one, the dad didn't need to come out questioning Sean about her and her like expertise and what she's done and what she hasn't done, and then at the same time, she don't need to be questioning the dad. Like, that's 2 lines that y'all kind of crossed. That was just
I think she should, because who are you, dude? Like,
that's what I'm saying. He should have never showed up questioning what she does for a living. No.
Yeah, and then you're like, I don't know if this is my daughter. That would throw me off. Like,
I would have got up and left. I would have like took my purse. Like, this is clearly like buffoonery. Like, I don't know what's going on here.
And she said he looks like Charlie Brown. Does he look like Apple at all? Like,
I was trying to look, and I was like,
too. I mean, I think
they kind of look like they have the same head, but it's like at the same time, I need to know what her mom looked like
they
before.
Just need to take a DNA test.
Come on, they're too old. She's like 35. Come on, I don't. She gotta be. I don't know.
So what age is the cutoff for music, especially rappers? Like, I mean, if you're Snoop Dogg, you've been doing it since you were 20, keep going. But if you're just starting, is 35 too old? Or
I'd like to believe that age is nothing but a number, and you honestly, you know, you can start better late than never. Like, as long as you
dream.
Exactly. Just
I'm
keep
gonna say, you know what? To be honest, I agree with you, DJ. Because look, I can't even knock it. I went to Drake's dad had like a music premiere for like a song that he dropped, and it was like some smooth Al Green back in the day type of thing. And his dad's like 60-something years old, so I'm like, you never too young to throw out a song. And then we got Lil Duval with his Smile song out here. I think he like in his late 30s. So it's like, whatever, you never too old to do what you need to do.
Make us
make a hit
for AfterBuzz TV.
Yes.
We need to do that next episode.
Keep our viewers tuned in.
Get us in the studio. A rock star. No, I don't want to get in the studio. Who can we get in the studio with?
Maybe A1. I like A1.
A1. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
A1 approved.
A1, can we in the studio? Holla at your girl. You know, Lyrica's pregnant now. I just want to get into this because AfterBuzzers, our network, produces after shows for nearly all your favorite TV shows, from drama, reality TV, science fiction, and more. There's no network that works harder to serve television fans, but we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. Yes. And if you're worried about pesky notifications, don't be, because they're optional. So hit the subscribe button right now, like, comment, subscribe, and do that for this channel, and check out our other AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. Let us know you did so in the comments, and we'll thank you on air. And for now, thanks for being the best fans and for helping us be the ESPN of TV Talk. Yes. So, speaking of all of that, do we have anyone in the live chat?
Yeah, we actually have a few people in here. Shout out to Luann Simon, who was actually patiently waiting for us. She said she could not go with Teairra. She said now she understands why her friends weren't dealing with her. Shout out to Cam Jackson. He said he was cracking up at the extras in the church. so was Luann. She said Luann's dad had good intentions.
Who?
Apple's dad. I'm sorry. Luann said Apple's dad.
Yeah, are we sure about that? I don't know.
Cam Jackson agrees J. Will is kind of annoying. He doesn't think that Candy is good of a rapper. Yeah, neither do we. He said they weren't really best friends. Oh, talking about LaBrittany and J. Will. Cam thinks Paris and Moniece don't like each other.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. I'm like,
remember
yeah.
They got into
oh,
it
you're right.
Bit, yeah.
Okay, yeah. And then Cam just thinks the whole Teairra storyline is annoying. It's fake. He thinks it's a publicity stunt. Luann is disappointed in Teairra also. And then shout out to Cam, because actually I forgot about that. So he says, so Apple and A1 aren't working together?
Oh, remember?
I totally
yeah, so they were supposed to be working, but we haven't seen
Oh.
anything from that. But maybe it's because she had to go to jail for 30 days. So so this could be.
Or I wonder if Sean, I wonder if A1 kind of found out that she was dealing with Sean. And especially if you already signed, there's no need for A1 anymore.
Why? Because she just signed a manager contract.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm thinking A1 was going to be her manager too. No, he was just producing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm definitely super disappointed in Teairra. I don't know.
I am too. I'm like, I don't even know how to feel about this. I'm like, when we kind of felt from the beginning, like before we even started, we were kind of like, we kind of feel like the storyline is a little extra. But it's just like now that we're engaged in the show, it's just like, girl, you're getting more and more and more disappointing. And it's
looking like you're guilty. And,
yes.
And that's the thing that confuses me, because I'm like, how did you think this was going to be a positive outcome in any way? Did you think you were going to get money? Did you think you were going to get Akbar by yourself without the sister wives? What did you think was going to happen? Did you think you were going to get Kim K recognition? Like, what was her thought
the motive?
process?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
know. I'm just so confused, and I cannot wait until like either the reunion or like the last episode to find out like. Nina Parker better break down this whole thing and ask her like the right questions, because it's like
we need a real host. I don't know if she should host again, because I don't think she can handle those people's like attitude.
She looked like she was over it with Atlanta last season, so I was like, yeah, I don't know.
Cussing her out.
I was gonna say this one is gonna be way more intense, and like we're all in Hollywood, we all working out here, like you see these people every day. But I'm like, I don't know, because it's like Teairra, it's too many questions, girl. It's like what, like. So now that you out here still sticking by Akbar's side, whatever happened to Lisa Bloom? Like,
wait a minute. So that's another thing. So we didn't even
Brooke,
get into Brooke and Akbar meeting.
Yes.
So Brooke, she gets back to the U.S. She can't wait to start some mess, because she noticed Teairra's reaction to finding out K. Michelle was talking to this guy. And like I said, K. Michelle and her have no relation. So it's not like you should be super mad.
Right.
So the only reason you're mad is because you're jealous, right? So Brooke peeps it. She's like, let me go holler at Akbar.
I was about to say, she must have texted Akbar when they were still in London or while she was boarding the flight, because it was so fast. Like, girl, did you even unpack your bags before you even sat down and had? I was about to say, like,
did he Uber you to the MDE studios?
He probably did pick her up in the airport.
So Akbar, he's slime ball, smiley face. He's just like, yeah,
He just
I'm
looks
in
like a
contact with
Joker.
her.
Ugh.
Ugh,
Yeah,
it's
she bought a plane ticket. Yeah, she came to visit me in Dallas. Yeah, I got the video. So he's
Brooke's like, so wait, what? And I'm like,
so
she's
she
so nosy and
wait,
messy.
is she engaged or is she flirting with this dude? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
we don't know what the hell is going on with Brooke and Marcus's fake engagement that happened. I'm still believing it's fake because none of their Instagrams, they don't have any pictures of them showing that they're dating. Like, well, the storylines are just across the board messy this season.
I'm trying to put it all together.
My
but
head
I'm
is
just
spinning.
like,
Yeah, I'm just like, it's a headache at this
So
point.
she was kind of flirting with Akbar. She shouldn't be meeting with him if she's engaged and worried about other people's business and relationships anyway. But she finds out that Teairra took this trip and she passes that information on to the rest of the crew. What do you think about the way that Akbar is just so willing to give all this information to anybody who wants to meet with him? Like, yeah, you know, with K. Michelle, yeah, you can be one of my ladies, but actually you don't have to be. You know, you're so beautiful. And then Brooke, oh, I wish we could have worked out, but you know, Teairra, she still mess with me. Like, he's an opportunist as well.
He's just been plotting and scheming from the get-go. Like, it just seems like that's been his plan all along. Like, he probably sat in his room for weeks and months and wrote down this plan.
But why can't we see this and Teairra can't? Like, she's supposed to be clearing the mind from rehab.
Clearly, she don't want to, and I'm done with Teairra. Ooh, my hands are washed.
We try, girl. Like,
I
that whole
wanted to
situation,
be on her
like-
side. I really did. But honestly, like, more receipts are coming out. She's looking more and more like a fool, and I'm done with it, yo. Teairra, I'm sorry, but
I was kind of still on the fence, like, maybe, but then it was like, no, after Akbar was like, no, I got these such and such receipts, and then it was like showing actual footage.
Evidence.
And I was like, I'm done. Bye. Good night.
plane ticket was the one. Like, okay. So then that's kind of what's happening with Teairra and Paris and Nikki. Like, these are her actual friends. Moniece, all of these are her actual friends. And they're seeing, like, the truth come out. And they're like, I can't support this. Like,
I couldn't either.
who is she going to have at the end of this? Like, she's not going to have Akbar because he said he's not getting rid of the girls. He said the reason she came back to him is because she wanted him to leave the girls and be with him.
it just
Like-
doesn't make sense. And honestly, like,
Is it
I'm
that
so-
good?
I'm
Is it that much money?
I can't even say anymore. I just don't even know about him.
I'm
He's
with her
just-
friends on this because, like, because they're trying their best. Paris, Moniece, whoever's on her or trying to be on her side. You know, when it all came out, they were trying to be there for her, and she's like saying, "Oh, I'm done with Akbar. I'm suing him. I'm done. I'm done." And then they're trying to support that, but then at the same time, she's totally doing the opposite and trying to get with him, and obviously is still with him. You know, like meeting up with him, all that stuff. So they're just like they're confused and. Just like we all are, her friends are tired of it.
Yeah.
They're like, wash your hands away
They
from
said
it.
she left from Dallas straight to London, so she wasn't even coming from
Yeah, I know.
Cali.
That's why Moniece was just like, yep, okay. I'm like, all right.
Forget them. We need to dive into this whole Brooke and Moniece 101 that was just like way to the left. Like, Brooke,
Oh yeah,
she's just
when
messy.
when she showed up at the photo shoot with Bridget.
Yeah.
This photo shoot was very lackluster. Like, she said this guy was super amazing, but I don't
Them
know.
pictures look real iPhone 7 in London. I didn't know.
Not even
like-
the iPhone Max, girl.
I was
Like,
just like, she was like, oh, he has an eye in his angles, and his angles was all mid shots, sis. I don't know.
I wasn't impressed, but
I wasn't either.
like you said, this was towards the beginning of the episode, and Moniece, she took a moment to hear Brooke out. And one thing I can say, even though she's super messy and annoying, she owns her stuff. A lot of these people won't own it. Teairra won't own it. They just say stuff and they throw rocks and hide their hands. But
She just has a petty way of saying it. She was
Yeah.
the
just like,
smug look gets me
She's
every
just like,
time.
I took your song.
yeah, like,
Like,
you know
what you
what I
gonna
mean?
do?
Like,
You
that's
gonna
what I'm
fight?
saying.
I'm
She
like-
just kind of like, she just looks creepy about it. It's just like, oh.
I was surprised Moniece didn't like snap though. Like
I didn't either.
I
I
don't
was
think
too,
she
because I was
cares.
like,
I don't think she cares.
she was like, girl, I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't believe it. Like, you know, like, it's just weird how she just sounded like, I didn't believe it. I told people. I just thought you was faking. And she was like, oh, they upped my dose to my medicine. And I'm just like, no, I would have sock break.
Now
No,
that
bye.
that was confusing to me because I thought she was having anxiety, but she's saying it was a dosage. That's confusing.
She
to
probably
me.
had a panic attack. I don't know, but.
I'm not trying to laugh at you
I'm
on this,
like,
but I'm
yeah,
confused, girl, because I believe you can have an anxiety attack and it can come out of nowhere. So that's why I was like, oh, Brooke, don't be
I'm like, to
that.
be honest, I've had attacks, but mine have been like dehydration. It's been like I can be somewhere and out of somewhere I'll start getting like real like dizzy and like real blurry, and then the next thing you know I'll stand up and just see black and like pass out. So I'm like, I actually got like I actually had to go get like my head checked and all type of stuff to get that figured out. So I'm like, I don't know, but I'm like, I wasn't on no like heavy prescribed medication for it. So I don't know, maybe she has something different going on.
They confusing me.
Always.
So we're gonna get into some news and gossip, but I want to not necessarily play a little game, but I just want to know, who do we think should be out and who should stay? Because we're on episode 12 right now. It's getting down to the wire. Like I said, Jay Will, he could go.
Yes.
Mr. Ray, I love him, but you know, some people are not as prevalent. Like Rockstar comes in with the mess sometimes. A1 and Lyrica, they weren't on this episode really. So who do you think can stay?
To be honest, I want them to keep like LA classics. Like, you know what I mean? I kind of want them to cast a new cast members. So I'm like, we could keep Ray J and Princess, but I'm like, keep the couples. Keep A1 and Lyrica. They're good TV. But at the same time, no, get rid of La Brittany, get rid of J Will, Mr. Ray, I love him. But at the same time, like, he'd only, like, if he's not having his own storyline, he's only going to be attached to Moniece. And it's like, Moniece's time is getting a little thin, too, at the same time. So I'm like,
I think she's ready to go.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, we can throw away Brooke. Nope. Get rid of Marcus. Nope. Rockstar
Solo
get out,
Lucci.
Solo Lucci out, Amber and her mom go. Like, is the whole
like Amber,
Apple?
show
No,
love.
like no.
I like Apple.
This is pretty much the whole cast.
I was about to say no. We can keep like 4 or 5.
Her daddy can go, but I like Apple and Sean Love.
I gotta
like
see
them.
Apple turn her storyline around. I'm kind of over
I
the
think
like
she's
struggling stripper.
actively working, like she's actively in the studio. She's actively getting a manager. She's doing more than these other artists that have been in the game for 10 years. Bridget, not Bridget. Brooke. What is her name?
Bridget? Which one?
Bridget, the one that did the photo shoot.
Oh yeah, Bridget. Brooke. No, yeah, Bridget can go too.
Okay, so
It's too many B's. Too many B's. Bridget, Brooke, Brittany.
Yeah, we gotta get rid of some B's.
yeah, I like Sean Love. And
Get rid of
Amber
all
Rose.
3 of them.
Amber can go, but I like Sean Love. Her mom. I don't know.
Well, I guess we can see her with like a different client. I'm like, we'll see what Apple. I hope Apple turns her story around. I liked her from the beginning. I'm just kind of like on the fence with her now.
I think this DUI is wake up call, because you got to be away from your kids, like she said, for 30 days. She's not able to provide for them, and she's in jail. Like, you don't want to be going through that.
She just need to get it together. She's like 35. No.
Exactly. You're old, so don't be getting DUIs. Like,
I'm like,
Uber.
Speaking of Uber, somebody needed to call an Uber from this messy dinner meeting that K. Michelle and Paris had.
Oh
yeah.
my God! How could I forget this meeting?
Save the best for last.
Save the best for last. So, K. Michelle hears from the grapevine, I guess Moniece or whoever, that
Moniece,
Paris,
yeah.
Paris is doing big things. She's moved on from being an assistant. Now she's in movies. She's working with Amara La Negra, who's on Love and Hip Hop Miami, which is coming up soon, guys.
Another little crossover tease.
So, she talks to Amara and she brings up, like we said last week, the fact that she worked with K. Michelle. She did some things that she's not proud of, but it wasn't ill intentions.
Yeah.
So K. Michelle hears all this. She's like, okay, let's meet up. She brings receipts. It doesn't even total $1,000. It's like $300.
Both of them are still like stuck at one spot. Like K. Michelle is just like stuck on the fact that like, I don't care if it was 2 cents, $30, $300, she still stole that money. Paris is like, you just need to stop telling people I stole from you to stop like diminishing my character and like ruining me from having chances of having a career or whatever in Hollywood. My whole thing, I was kind of first stuck on like, what movie is Paris and Amara La Negra both starring in? It sounded like some BET low budget, maybe How High 2 that's supposed to come out. I don't know, because I was like, how are they both going to be in a movie? But anyway, in regular clothes too, no hair and makeup, no nothing. But I was just like, this whole thing, like, for K. Michelle to be throwing out $3.33 here, $8.38, $15.33, like, sis,
so
you real
petty.
mad. It's all petty. And I was just like, you're like, you cannot, like, I'm still sticking with my whole comment that I said before. It was like, sis, if you making this much money, this little $15.33, $3.88, whatever, would not even matter.
You gotta remember, she didn't come from this. So she's newly rich. So I think K. Michelle's been famous maybe 6 years. I don't know.
But how long ago was this whole thing that she been stealing? I thought this was like kind of recent, like 2-3 years ago.
I'm so confused. I thought they buried the hatchet. Like, I don't get what's
That
going
last,
on.
the
No,
first
they did.
episode, right?
They did bury the hatchet,
they were in
but-
tears. Or no, K. Michelle was in tears.
But I
Tears.
think when Moniece brought it back up, it was just like, okay, you want to talk about it? I have the receipts. Because Paris was basically like, oh, it's $50. I did one Uber ride, but it was multiple rides.
I was gonna
get
say,
what
so
you're
K.
saying.
Michelle is just like, you're not gonna pin me to be like the bad person. Like, no, I'm gonna tell you one more time for the last time that this is exactly what happened. So I guess that's the whole point.
Paris was ready to pay her back too. She took out a whole stack. Like,
Well,
I
was
see
that
both
supposed to
sides, but at
end?
the same time,
too
at the
late.
end of the day, it's just like
It's too
you
late.
it's definitely too late because it's like one, I can see because like going back to what we were saying, it's like if you think about it, if I'm your assistant and it's on my phone, the Uber app, whatever, you already plugged your card into it. Hey, can you go to Uber, whatever, go to Ralph's
Was
and
it
give me.
all Ubers though?
I'm guessing, yeah, it was. Because
Okay.
I think the receipts that we actually have is like, it's all Uber, whatever,
well
Uber
then, I think it's
Technologies or
petty
something like
then.
that. So it's super petty. It's all Uber rides. So it's like, clearly, if you're asking me to go get you some cucumbers and salad or whatever from Ralph's and I'm taking this $8.38 Uber ride, like, oh, my bad. I didn't put my card in. You know what I mean? But it's like, you're like pinning her to the cross for $8. Like, you know what I mean? It's like,
I don't know. I
it's
feel like
too petty for me. I just can't.
maybe was it while she was on duty or was it after K. Michelle let her go from the services? Because that makes a difference too. So if I'm actively working for you and I'm taking an Uber to handle business for you, then of course you should take care of it. But if you fire me or we no longer are working together, then you definitely shouldn't be using my card. So was that the situation? That's where I'm confused.
I don't know. But I'm
Alright.
like, how come she didn't catch it early on, though? Like, if you're looking at your bank statements after, like, the second or third one that you're like, oh, how many Uber rides have I taken this week? You know what I mean? If it looks suspicious, you should have already questioned it. Why did you let it get to, like, 80 Uber rides and you got 3 sheets of evidence? You know what I mean? Like, you let it go on. It's like, no. Bye, K. Michelle.
So
Bye, all of them.
let's get into some news and gossip. We gotta get
I was
get
about
out
to
of
say,
here
she
'cause
another
we
one that
just
can go
kept
too.
talking about this episode.
Y'all, our quick little news and gossip more about Paris and K. Michelle. So Paris actually went onto her Instagram live last night and was still defending herself about this K. Michelle thing. And we actually have a clip and some receipts. So here's the first clip of Paris.
Like, you really trying to make the world think that I really, like, stole from you. Like, son, you low. Like, you just different. And that's why it's like, I feel bad for you. I don't care about you doing songs about me. You did a diss record about your own sister. So what makes me different? You just a f***ed up individual. You don't even, like, you can't name. Like, yo, that's crazy. You just mad because you thought you finished me. That first time you did on your show, you told 2.3 million people that I stole your credit card, my nigga. Now, like, really? It was an Uber. It was Uber. You put it on my phone. Had I known you was going to act like this, when she called me, I was like, yeah, I never denied that I used the Uber. I swear I didn't use it maliciously. When she called me, Paris, you used the Uber? Yeah, I used it a couple times. How much is it? Like, why are you acting like this?
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. It's super petty. And then we kind of have like some more, I guess, receipts visually from K. Michelle. I guess all that listed are all
I can't
Uber
read
rides.
that, girl. I can't
I'm like,
read
I've
that.
seen it because, you know, we like sent it in. But I'm like, yeah, if you go on the Shade Room, you guys, that's all there. It's actually.
My eyes hurt.
No, I'm like, ooh, trying to like open my eyes. But yeah, that's all screenshots. And I guess they all say like Uber Technologies Inc. or whatever. So it's like
Girl,
all
bye.
Uber rides.
I'm done, K. Michelle. You got
I'm
millions
kind of going with Paris
supposedly.
with this one. Yeah. Like you doing way too much now at this point. No.
Okay, prediction. So, like I said, Jay Will won't be back. That's my prediction.
He's good night. Put him to rest. Him and Candy.
well, I'm excited to see Fizz next week. You know, I missed him.
I'm over him.
I don't know why, DJ.
I-
why?
He's one of the ones that can stay gone.
Definitely.
I know, but like he's just good eye candy, I guess. But yeah, I think so. Moniece is gonna get back into some drama with Fizz, I feel, and oh yeah, this whole situation with A1 and Lyrica. I don't
him
know.
and Marcus sit
Him and
down.
Marcus are having a conversation that's pretty interesting. So I'm excited or nervous actually to hear about that. So we'll see.
I'm actually I think A1 is kind of, I don't know if he's going to like end his relationship with Marcus, but I think he's going to start questioning it. Because he was just kind of like, he kind of made it like before the commercial whatever started, he was just like, well, just like you got up and walked away or something like that. It seemed like I'm gonna get up and walk away. You know how like most like movie predictions, like just like you did, I'm gonna do it. So I'm just like, I wonder if he's gonna get up and walk away or just kind of be like, I don't know, like.
That's kind of strange. It's almost like the Teairra and Moniece situation because Marcus is the only one that had his back the whole situation. Solo Lucci and what's his name,
Ray J,
Rockstar, like
yeah.
they all are coming for him. So don't get rid of the only friend you have.
That's
you feel
true.
me? So
Anyone has a habit of doing that though. Like seriously, he did that with Ray J, and I was about to do that with Marcus. Like, come on.
But he
Taylor.
said he was gonna cut everybody off and just focus on him, Lyrica, and the family. So we'll see.
all right, that may be the best way. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and sticking with us for 12 episodes. We got more to come. I'm Miss Conversation Piece. You can follow me on Conversation Piece at that's my Instagram. I'm kind of twisted right now because this episode was crazy. And you can follow me on Twitter at MISS Convo Piece. Thank you guys.
Yes, thank you guys so much as I recover from this headache from this episode. But I'm Djenane, aka DJ. You can find me on Instagram at JenaneBo.
Definitely need to take some ibuprofen after
Yes.
my head
Yes.
and that tiny writing. But you guys can follow me on Instagram at @_Kayla Renee. Thank you guys for watching.
Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, give us a 5-star rating on iTunes, and come back next week. We'll be here.
Yes.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.